How you doing, guys? It's Ron from High School Sports Rap with Ron Robert. I'm here with 2017 state baseball champions, Lasalle Rams. Everybody say hi to your moms.
What's up, Mom?
We gotta give, we give moms props right away. Like, just get it out of the way. So, real quick, I just want to go over my sponsor for this segment. It is Hops Athletic Performance, 9 Lincoln Avenue in Coventry. Matt Hopkins, and these guys all know him. They said he did a fantastic job for them. You can get in contact with him at 401-524-7972 or at hopsathleticperformance.com, or you can find him at HopsAP on Facebook. But this guy knows what he's talking about. He has state-of-the-art facility with a lot of great tools to track your performance, and if you're serious about baseball, you need to go there. And like I said, these guys all know him. They all say great things about him before the interview. You got to check it out. All right, so here we go. I'm excited to talk to these guys. We have assistant coach Bucci here, and he was telling me before the interview that this is your first win in 33 years. Your first state title?
Yes.
So let's talk about that a little. I mean, so your first state title in 33 years, is the school going nuts for you guys or what?
You know what? We came into this year when we wanted to change the culture. We wanted to change the culture of the attitude of some of these kids. They were all very talented kids. I don't know if they necessarily knew how to win. And Coach Sweeney and I came aboard last year with the freshmen and the JV, and I think they started to feel the culture change. And lo and behold, with tremendous leadership, competitive practices, these kids basically stepped up, and there was fight till the end, and they wouldn't quit. So I think we're on the verge of changing the culture here.
Right. Well, I mean, 12-6 throughout the season, so you were gritty. That's a gritty season. It's not like it came easy to you. Right. And so you got a couple of tough opponents. You were telling me before the interview. Who are a couple of your toughest opponents?
I would say South Kingston, Cranston East, and Moses Brown gave us a beat. Moses Brown gave us a beat, and we couldn't wait to get them in the playoffs. So, you know, again, I go back to leadership on this team was tremendous. I mean, you know, we got a flat tire during the season. We never had to call AAA. Leadership took care of it. You know what I mean? And really, and that's significant with kids in high school. You know, so it was a great group of kids, and all these kids are underclassmen. They're all coming back.
Right, so everyone here is returning.
The future's very bright.
So the future's bright at LaSalle baseball. That's amazing. So now you went right through the playoffs and right into the title game 6-0.
Correct.
Never had to lose one and fight your way back through the losers bracket, and that's after a 12-6 season.
Right.
So what changed? Because here you are now. I mean, I feel like the landscape of D1 baseball in Rhode Island is tight. I feel like the top 10 teams it could go any way, any game. Everyone's good, and then so you go in and you sweep the playoffs. So what do you think brought that?
You know, I think a lot of things. By the way, Coach Merck, let's give a shout out to him. He's down in Florida celebrating his.
I know. I talked to him before we came in. What's
His
up, Coach?
son's
I didn't blow you off this time, Coach. Sorry.
You know, I think, and Coach Sweeney and the kids can probably attest to this. We elevated, I think, our practices during the middle of the season. We became more competitive at practices. The kids became more accountable for mistakes. It just, you know, again, I go back to the same things. The leadership, the work ethic. I mean, this kid, he swings until he gets blisters. I mean, these kids just work their tails off. And it was just, you know, I know it's a cliche, but they work very hard.
Well, you got these kids all coming back next year, right? And then and you won a state title this year. And the last time that LaSalle was in 2014, and none of these guys were here. So it's a whole new team. It's a whole new future for LaSalle.
It is. You know, again, I go back to earlier in the season where, again, credit to Coach Merck, setting up games with Catholic Memorial, BC High. We challenged ourselves very early on in the season with very difficult competition. You know, and that I think paid dividends down the road as well. I mean, you know, these kids were good, right? Massachusetts teams were very good, and they realized at that particular point, hey, we can play with anybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? Seriously.
Well, that's some of the Rhode Island, not to cut you off, but that's some of the stuff about Rhode Island is they feel like the market's small, there's not a lot of competition.
Exactly.
But you guys are showing because you're taking it out of state. And that's great.
And you know, I'm involved with Little League, and I can see that Rhode Island always holds its own in a regional level. So Rhode Island baseball, relatively speaking, is very, very good and very competitive.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. I'm starting to see that, and like again, it's around the board. You know, you guys deserve everything you got. You worked hard. You're a great team. There's a lot of good teams in Rhode Island. Rhode Island's tough, and to win the state title in Rhode Island with all that competition says something about your kids. So really quick, we want to let everyone kind of introduce themselves. They're going to tell you what positions they play on the team. So why don't you go ahead and start right down there.
I'm Justin Gervais, played third base, and I was the pitcher.
My name is Kyle Davenport. I was an infielder on the team, and I'm going to be a senior next year. I'm Joe Pincala, middle infielder. I'm going to be a senior next year.
I'm a pitcher. I'm going to be a senior next year.
Kobe Piper, I'm a middle infielder, junior next year. Joey Vigo, pitcher, and be a junior next year.
And coach, go ahead. Come on.
Coach Steve Sweet.
Coach James Street, coach. All right, so you know, I'm kind of like excited to see where you guys come next year. I want to make sure you guys come up on the radio show. You know, have a great summer. Congratulations on your victory. That's big. I mean, I'll be the first one to tell you, and I don't want you guys to jump me right here. But when I was on TV, I picked SK. They were returning. You know, they're strong. They're a good team. And you guys came out and handled it. No, you got. But I brought you guys up.
Actions speak louder than words.
I'll say that. You know, I can eat crow. I can eat crow. It's good. And but I mean, I did bring you guys up in the discussion. There was, and you know, because there was East was really good this year. Coventry was too strong. You know, West had some injuries to start the season out. Hendricken was young. You guys are young, and you guys were coming to play. So I mean, that's really that just says a lot about the team.
You know what else too? I just finish with this. They're a very humble group too. You know what I mean? They you know, we preach about actions speak louder than words, and self-praise is no praise. These kids live by that. They're very good about staying and not getting on, you know, social media and saying we are this, we are that. I think. Anyway, so
That's well, we're gonna leave that one alone. We're gonna leave that one alone. So, but anyway, so I wanted to say congratulations one more time. Best of luck next year. Again, we'll have you on the show for sure. I'll be keeping track of you guys. And I just want to say thanks for tuning in to High School Sports Wrap. This is our high school interviews. I mean, I love doing these things. It's great. I come right down to the school. Everyone's happy to have me, and they really do welcome me, and I appreciate that. Real quick before we go again, this interview was brought to you by Matt Hopkins, Hops Athletic Performance, 9 Lincoln Avenue in Coventry, the best for baseball training, 401-524-7972. He also does softball as well. I know I left that out last time, but it's because we're talking to these guys here. And again, how many of you guys went to Hops? Every one of these guys on the state championship team went to Hops. So if you want to be that, you want to get down there, you can find them on Facebook at Hops AP. So again, thank you guys and congratulations and good luck next year. All right, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon.